Hey, what's up guys? I'm the Davidic one and welcome back to another video here on the channel. If you're new here, we do lots of cool art videos and challenges, so if this sounds like something you'd be into, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. In today's video, we're going to be comparing traditional line art to digital line art, and we're going to be seeing which one is better and smoother. And to test out line art, I'm going to be doing a really cool drawing in which I draw 11 of my favorite cartoon characters, because 11's my favorite number, so I figured that'd be a perfect number to pick. This video is actually part 1 of a 2-part series, so in this part I'm going to be comparing traditional to digital line art.
Stick around to the end of this video to find out more about part 2.
Let's get right into this video and see which method is best for line art. Hope you guys enjoy.
Before even starting the rough sketch for this drawing, I had to make a planning sheet in which I brainstormed ideas for all the characters to include in this drawing. For majority of my drawings, I just have a rough idea of what I want it to look like in my head, and then I go right into the rough sketching. But because there were so many characters in this drawing, I decided that I really needed to do some pre-planning. This is the sketch that I used as the base for both my traditional and digital line art. With traditional artwork, the feel of fine liner to paper is really nice, and I do think that I prefer that over digital artwork, just having it on a screen. Sometimes with traditional art, the ink leaks, but you can easily prevent that by simply using thicker paper like I did for this drawing. One benefit that I noticed that digital line art has over traditional line art is that you can easily redo your lines multiple times if you're having trouble making them super straight or super smooth. With traditional art, whatever you put on the paper first is what you're stuck with for the rest of the time. With traditional art, sometimes your lines can end up being scratchy or they can end up having little blobs of ink in them. So to make up for this, lots of the time what I like to do is just make my lines a bit thicker, and then they look a lot straighter and more smooth. The scratchiness of traditional line art can also work in your favor by making it appear to have more detail and to be more finished without color. I've noticed that sometimes digital line art looks quite flat and incomplete. Overall, I do find traditional line art to be quite relaxing and enjoyable, and I always love to have the feel of pen to paper. Staring at paper for long periods of time is also a lot easier on your eyes than staring at a drawing tablet screen for long periods of time. Even though you'll find yourself making a lot more mistakes with traditional line art, the mistakes add themselves to the personality of the piece, so don't be too hard on yourself. Now let's finish up the traditional line art. And voila! The traditional line art is done. And now it's time to move on to the digital portion of this video. The feeling of doing line art digitally is a lot different from the feeling of doing it traditionally. And honestly, it's based on personal preference which one you like more. In my opinion, they're both very comfortable and I like them both. One thing to note is that if your hands sweat a lot, the glove might become quite annoying in digital art. I do think, however, that I have a slight preference towards traditional art just because I like the feel of physical pen to paper. With digital art, you'll notice lots of handy tools that can help make your lines smoother or straighter, some that can add in different shapes, and one of the best things about doing digital art is that you can easily undo any line that you put down. Another benefit of doing digital art is that you can easily zoom in and out to add the finest of details and to fill in the biggest areas at once. One problem with digital art is that every mistake shows, so oftentimes you'll find yourself redoing a single line many times and just wasting your time trying to make it perfect. Whereas in traditional art, if you mess up a line, you just have to live with it. Sometimes you can fix that mistake, but regardless, you're spending less time on each line. One thing that can get annoying with digital art is that you actually have to boot up your computer every time you want to work on it. So sometimes it feels like it's not even worth booting up your whole computer just to work on it for 10 minutes or so. Whereas with traditional art, you can just sit down for a second, start working, and then leave in a couple minutes. If you record your art and make videos like I do, one thing that I noticed recently is that with digital art, you actually have to edit your videos less than you do with traditional art. Since you're constantly zooming in and out on different characters and on different parts of your piece, you're basically editing your video while you're making it. Since the way you edit art videos is to constantly change camera angles and the size to make it more entertaining, you're already doing that automatically with digital art. so that saves you a lot of time in editing. Voila, the final results. I think that the traditional one looks more detailed while the digital one looks cleaner. Let me know which one you guys like better in the comments. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because I'm going to be posting part 2 of this video in 2 weeks. And in that part, I'm going to be comparing traditional to digital artwork by coloring this piece that I did in today's video. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that, so stay tuned. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure that you hit the like button as well, because that helps the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to more people. So help spread the love of my channel. Until next time, I'm the Davidic one. Stay safe.